Yo, what it is, what it do, gods and goddesses. Welcome into the mountaintop. Appreciate y'all stopping by. We got a new One Piece chapter, baby. So of course, you know what I'm saying? As a diehard fanatic, I have to indulge. Chapter 1150, Dami Reversi. We're just gonna wait for some people to creep on in here. It should be a baller of a time right now. It should be a great time right now. Sorry for all the moving around. What's up, Fudgy? How you doing today, Queen? Today we're going to be reading the latest chapter of One Piece, comparing it to the previous chapter. You know, really dipping our toes in there, baby. Really dipping our toes in. Just, you know, giving it like a minute or two. Let people start creeping in. We got some reading to do, baby. We got some reading to do. Fudgy, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. You know, Friday Junior, baby. Thursday. Let's get it. Ooh, One Piece. Oda out here cooking up a storm. Just can't get into One Piece? What's stopping you from getting into it, Mama? Like, what is it? Is it the art style? Is it the storyline? Or are you just worried about being committed to over 1,100 chapters? Yeah, I'm the kind of person, it's kind of like when you first start doing something, like you first start going to the gym, right? You don't gain that appreciation, you don't gain that love for the gym until you do it a little bit, and then you end up, oh, okay, I really like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fun. And then you start getting into it, just like with a good book. Maybe the first 2-3 chapters aren't gonna tickle your fancy, but maybe chapters 4, 5, 6 start ramping up, and then you start falling in love with the story. You know what I mean? Not worried about the chapters, but I think it's because it's somewhat repetitive to me. And I seen that in other anime. Well, I mean, you would see that in every single anime there was ever fucking made. You know what I'm saying? Goku, he gets to a point where he beats Raditz. Cool. Now you got to get to a point where you beat Frieza. Cool. Now after Frieza, you have to get to the point that, you know, it's literally every single anime you've ever seen. What's his name? Ichigo. What? Bleach. There you go. Bleach. He becomes strong. He gets old girl's powers. Okay, now he has to wait for old girl to get her powers back so she can dip. Okay, then they go to the Soul Society. He has to fight the guard. Then after the guard, he has to go fight one of the espadas, or you know, the one that looks like Monkey D. Dragon. But you know what I'm saying? It's the exact same thing in everything. Naruto. Okay, you have to beat the Man of the Mist and Haku, his little servant boy, right? And then after that, oh, now there's the Junshin exam, and now we got to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's every single anime that has fighting in it. That's pretty much what happens. Like, that's pretty much all of Shonen Jump. You know what I'm saying? Deku in what's that show? Deku in My Hero Academia. There's always another opponent that's stronger. You always got to get up. I still haven't finished Naruto or Bleach. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying though, right? Is the premise of what I'm saying. Making it through though, that happens in every single anime. So by you telling me that, you know, it seems repetitive, I've seen it in other anime, so then you would never watch another anime, right? Because they're all going to be the exact same thing. What was it? Kenichi, the perfect warrior, perfect student, warrior student, whatever. A new person comes up, they're stronger, you got to get stronger than them. You have to learn something new. You know what I mean? It is, like you said, it is repetitive, but it's in like 80% of anime. It's all about how the artist portrays the ass whooping. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like Oda just above, like mountains above the rest. Me personally, One Piece is the greatest thing ever written, and it's not even done yet. Like, I've never watched Bleach. I've tried it. I gave it 3 different good tries to actually get into it. I found Ichigo to be very boring, but I did, like, you know, look up those the Amagi, they give you a little summary of the entirety of the series. I couldn't get into Bleach, but I did watch summaries. That's like maybe a 2-hour long video of what happens in Bleach. Oh, okay. So I'm not really missing much. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the exact same thing like you just described. But for me, how the story is told, does it captivate you? Does it keep your interest? Ichigo never did it for me. Naruto did do it for me for a little bit. Boruto, I didn't care about. Like, I'm the kind of person, like, I am so infatuated with One Piece. I don't feel like there's nothing in One Piece that's actually filler. I don't feel One Piece has anything filler. At one point in One Piece, they found a 1,000 dragon or whatever the fuck. And it's a rarity, you know, this and that, woo out the bam. Okay, literally, you know, they consider that a filler saga. But in another aspect, there were dragons in the One Piece world at one point that they were missed so much by the Celestial Dragons that they, you know, made a contract for Vegapunk to make dragons. So it kind of still put that thought in your mind that, you know, that Luffy with the voice of all things can speak to the dragon telepathically. There were dragons in the world, but they were hunted down by the Celestial Dragons. And then they commissioned for Vegapunk to make more dragons so they can do it again. So you know what I'm saying? It still adds so much more to the story of One Piece. Like, nah, the dragons were 100% real at one point, and you guys killed them to exist, hunting them to exist to extinction. And now you guys want the smartest scientists to bring them back for you. You know what I'm saying? There's no filler there, baby. There's no filler there. G8 with Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, G8, it just showed that there are some Marines that are very competent. And then later on in the series, you get Suru, the Grand Tacticianist. Come on. Jonathan was a small taste of what Suru actually is. There's no such thing as filler in One Piece. I'm sorry. Let me keep it 1,000. There's no such thing as filler in One Piece. There's just not. Like, how do you really even get filler in One Piece? How? Please explain. You know what I mean? Like, everything that's been quote-unquote filler, and chat, if you guys have any instances of filler in One Piece that you want to question, throw it out there, because I probably will have a spin for you. I'll probably have a spin for you. You know what I'm saying? Darian, welcome back. Papa, welcome back. Hi, what are we talking about? What did I miss? So today we're talking about One Piece. I was just waiting for more people to come on in. We're going to read the latest chapter of One Piece that just came out, as well as we're going to look into what does this mean for the story. Okay? So that's what we're going to be talking about right now. So we're going to give a nice little read on the latest chapter. I'm reading it through OP scans, OP chapters. We're going to give it a quick little read. I'm going to read it out to you guys because we can't have panels on stream because there's some litigation there for panels being released early. Because, you know, the Viz usually comes out on Sunday. So thanks to OP scans, y'all some real ones. We got the chapter out a little bit early. Let's dive in. I said we were going to wait, but we're already about 11 minutes into the stream. Let's start reading, shall we? Let's start reading. So, chapter 1150, titled Dami Reversi. I think it might be Italian. Dami Reversi. And the cover page is Ogre Child Yamato and the Inari Shrine Pilgrimage. So, volume 34 of the opening page. Yasui's katana was returned to the Enma Shrine in Yakumai, bringing the pilgrimage to an end. Bravo to Yamato. Her cover series is now over, making it to the shrine to give in the Yasui's katana. Congratulations. We made it to the end. Hallelujah. Thank you. All right, so this already tells us everything we need to know about what Yamato has been going through. She did her circumvention. She circumvented all of Wano. She went to the different regions. Beautiful. But also, the only two quote-unquote scabbards that she has, the only two followers that she has as of right now, Ulti and Page 1 are still the two people following. There's nobody else with them. but they're here in front of the shrine. Rest in peace, Yasui, one of the best quote-unquote dads in One Piece. Let's give respect to the smiling samurai. You know what I'm saying? Respect to that man. Respect to that man. All right, so now we go to page 1. Page 1 of chapter 1150. Dami Reversi. So now we're catching back up to where after the kids, the parents and the kids of Elbath are finally running into each other. But remember, the kids are still following the path that was previously given to them. They should still have the thorns around their bodies because of Saint Summers' ability. And the Emu has just taken over the body of Gunko. Let's get into it. All right, look, it's the kids, says the parents of the Elbathian children. The grown-ups have arrived. They're okay. So now here is Colin letting them know, old man from the bar, my daddy got knocked into the underworld. And now he's responding to Colin, wait, what? Yasan got knocked down? Okay, once again, in the previous chapter, you know, Colin did kind of announce it to the other kids. Hey guys, that's my dad. He's stronger than anybody in Elbath. He'll save us. Okay? So everyone kind of understands this man is top shelf. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we have one of the elders, one of the grown-ups in Elbath, the barkeep, letting him know Yasan got knocked down. It's even a surprise to them because they know Yasan, left hand of the Pirate King, Goldie Roger, one of the strongest people here on this island, he got taken down. And it's all in caps. It's all like screaming. It's all like, oh my God. It was that woman. Watch out. So Colin is dropping knowledge on everybody. So all the parents that are coming up, y'all still Elbath warriors. So I'm just letting you know, hey, she's the one who took out Yasan. Watch out. By the by, she's over there. So they see that. Dad, mommy, the other kids screaming for their parents. Wait, she's floating. Wait, she's floating? Question mark, question mark. She's floating? You must be scared, huh? Let me get you. So this is one of the dads telling the kids, you guys must be scared. Let me go ahead and take care of you. They don't see the invisible thorns, okay? So now, all you hear is, you just see the exclamation marks like, what the hell? Huh? And then, the man screams. And then the kids are like, wait, I mean, the other parents are like, wait, what? They don't see the thorns. They don't understand they're actually getting hurt by Somer's ability. So the one gentleman tried to stop the kids. He got hurt. He screams in pain. And the parents are like, wait, what? And then here comes the daughter, or the granddaughter of Jarl, Ronja, saying, huh? What? So they don't understand that they're surrounded by thorns, apparently. So with this, we get the notification that Gunko has paid attention and has noticed something's going on over there. How noisy. And proceeds to erupt a plethora of Conqueror's Haki, knocking out the kids who are still walking, knocking out the parents that just arrived on the scene, and many more people around Elbath. It is a massive, holy hell, as big as the tree is in Elbath, as big as the tree is, this thing is knocking out people miles away. And then Dory and Bragi, people from the giant warrior pirates, some of their people are actually getting knocked out as well. And Dory and Bragi, hey, what's happening here? Hey, what's going on? Some people even in the town, very far away, where you know, the elder Yorl is still at, people around him are even getting knocked out. And Jarl, steadfast, standing there with eyes beaming, like he's ready to fight, like he has that fight in him. He's holding down, holding it strong. And then you see Gumko / Emu with wings and a tail and a Triton in hand, creates a summoning circle in the air. Creates a summoning circle in the air with two, it looks like Killingham's like nose mask, but that protrudes out of the summoning circle as the giants see this. Show no tolerance for resistance. is that's truly all the MMAs can accomplish Killingham. And of course, with that gunshot attacked down at the people in the town, that explosion you see in the background, oh, you see gun smoke, you see devastation in the background. So you have Killingham responding to Emu saying, "But High One, I've kept mirror holes open. Monsters keep pouring out of the nightmares all over the island. They come from dreams where the ideal of death doesn't exist, which means I can bring them all back in a single word." So he's just letting it be known, yo, I got these powers. I can bring them back whenever you want. I got you, Papa. Hey, yo, Emu, what you need, Daddy? Yo, my fault. Did I take too long? What you need, Papa? I got you. I could release them all right now. Say the word. Say the word. Always trying to show that, you know, upstandingness towards Emo. So now, once again, the telepathic talking. Summers, guide those brats right away. And this is when the bastard's still alive. So Usopp notices Somers is getting back up. And Usopp is not having it. Usopp's still tied up, but he's still looking over. Wait, that bastard's still alive? Like, Usopp got that fight in him. I'm loving it. When they get released, I wonder what the Straw Hats are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Jinbei has been thinking for a little while now, what can I do? How can we break out of this? How can we work around this? So he's been plotting. Usopp is just getting pissed off, like, this guy's still alive. What the hell? Nami is in shock. As we can see in that panel, though, Brook isn't saying a word yet. Brook has not said a word yet, okay? He's just sitting there, like, tied up. Cool. Now, this is where we get Jinbei popping out. Is that woman up there the same as before? She looks different. Where are Loopy and the others? So now you have Nico Robin chiming in like, excuse me, what's going on here? Where's our monster trio at? You know what I'm saying? So beautiful. Someone's acknowledging that. Where are they? Nico Robin acknowledging where are they after Jinbei states the fact that she looks different. Now here comes Nami with, oh, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji-kun. And Haruden too? Just when we need them. They're all down in the depths of the underworld. Okay, so there is a quick summation of, oh, they kind of went down there. So thank you, Nami, for dropping that lore onto the rest of the Straw Hats. Now everybody knows they're down there right now. Bet. Good day, my friend. How are you, G? What up, Johnny boy? How we doing, Papa? Another blessed day. New chapter of One Piece. We getting into it right now. So I do apologize, Daddy-o, but the new chapter, I'm just reading it along. I don't want no one to wait. We'll have great conversations, right after this. Give me one moment. So Brook finally speaks up, letting them know that just when we need them, they're in the underworld. And now all you hear is, Jinbei turns around. Robin is using her ability to try to break out of Somer's thorns. And Jinbei's like, Robin, what are you doing? We just talked about this. You make more body parts. These thorns hurt your body parts. It's not really a wise move to be using your ability. But Robin, with aggression and passion in her face, if we don't act, we'll all end up captured. I'm not just gonna stand here and do nothing. Go, Robin, let's go. That girl's a beast. Respect to Robin. And now there's ellipses happening around the library and the schools. We hear the crackling of the flames in the kanji of the sound effects in the background. Things are popping off. Now we cut back to Somers. Okay, Somers with a very impactful flashing face zoom in. They have Emu talking to Somers telepathically. The problem is, who do we bargain with once we have these brats as bait? And this is when Somers is kind of understanding, like, you're right, oh High One. You know what I'm saying? The idea of a land without a king is absolutely insane. How can we conquer a people when there's no ruler? You know what I mean? How do we take out the king and take control of this place? How can we pull a Dofi? Pretty much, that's what they're saying. How can we pull a Dofi? Dofi did it. How can we pull a Dofi without a king? Dofi did it in Dressrosa beautifully, because there was a king there to King Ryu got manipulated, got tormented, got controlled as well, and then swooped on in. So now they're mentioning it. Damn, that hurts, Scopper Gaban, you jerk. So Somer's thinking out loud that, damn, Scopper, that cut across the whole body, that really hurt. But remember, the Holy Knights are invincible. They don't die to that. So Somers is still alive, bitching about Scopper Gaban. Yo, shit, that hurt. But they're still talking about how do we take control here. So now, Gunko, Emu controlling Gunko starts dropping these commands to the giants. I command ye to siege this country. Blue Oni Dory, red Oni Broggy. We shall become, ye shall, because she speaks in Old English, or he speaks in Old English. Ye shall become the kings of this land. Okay? Dropping some knowledge that, first off, we see that Emu speaks in Old English. He speaks like an old timer. You ne'er-thee-wells, you heathens, you. You know what I'm saying? He speaks like, he or she speaks like that. Beautiful. And then this is when the old version of the giant warrior pirates are running up. Dory, Broggy, you know, like the main people of the staff are running through here to take over. And then this is when Dory says, you're one of the God Knights? You're the one who's behind all the chaos in Elbath? And Dory actually gets a nice grip. Like, reaches out, grabs Gunko, like, squeezes her. You see the veins coming out that man's arm. Like, you know, Dory, Blue Ogre out here showing that strength, showing that ability. Grabs the Emu version of Gunko with wings and all, with the Triton in hand. So now they're commanding, you know, the Elbath giants. Move out, man. Yeah, yes, boss. Watch it, Broggy. You know, trying to, you know, say be careful, all these good things. And that's when we get, we're taking the kids back. How many of you are there? Like, yo, Dory out here talking good diggeries. You know what I'm saying? He out here showing that passion. He's showing why he's one of the captains of the giant warrior pirates. Where are you? Where are you? How many of there are you? Like, let's go. Dory putting some foot down. Let's go. The Giants showing some fortitude. I love to see it. Love to see it. Squeezing the life out of Emu in his hand. And then you have such a casual mother. Okay, Gunko, you probably are really, really dope. Emu controlling you. You're actually a really cool character, and I fucking hate you right now. Because now, of course, with the old English. Oh my god, like Charlo. How many people here like Hunter x Hunter? Let's fucking go. Like Crollo Lucifer. This man states, Emu in the grasp of Broggy says, hearken, Broggy. Thou shalt now go and confront Jarl, Bearded Mountain. Emu's making declarations. This is what you're gonna do, okay? Pops a little book out of the hand, just like Frollo's little skill hunter book. Off with his head and bear it aloft. Emu is telling this man, you're gonna decapitate Jarl, and you're gonna bring me his head. Excuse me? And then out of that magic book that Emu pops into fruition, kind of like how Luffy's Gear 5th can bring something into real life. Okay, exact same ability. The book comes out. Then before all, proclaim, we are the kings of Elbath. So this is what Emu wants Dory and Broggy to do. This is what it's declaring. You guys are going to do this right now. And out of that book appears a dual-barreled shotgun and a dagger. While all that is transforming into the air right now, you have Dory screaming, "Shut it! You're not the one who decides our country's fate." Dory showing so much power there. Love it. Oda drawing these people to the T, baby. Good job. Oda, love you, bro. And then from within that yell, the formulation of this shotgun and this dagger comes up. Emu grabs the dagger out the air. I need a logic on that. What do you mean, Darian? Darian, are you 100%? Do you watch One Piece? Are you 100% caught up with One Piece? Do you live, breathe, and sleep Eiichiro Oda's writing? I kind of do. I'm one of those weird ones. One Piece, like, I will challenge anybody to a one-on-one with who knows more about One Piece. But I digress. Gunko grabs, or Imu grabs the dagger that came out of the book, stabs Broggy in the hand that is grasping her, or him, stabs him, and as Dory lets go of the dagger, Imu grabs the shotgun, and apparently the shotgun's massive. Thou shalt not remain in that form, and then proceeds to blast off Dory's wrist. So imagine the hand falling off. No wrist, forearm. Dory screams in pain, agony, pure agony, as his hand is severed by the blast. I shall grant unto thee the power of evil. Evil. Yeah, his arm. The other giant warrior pirates are freaking out. Gah! What? Boss! Everyone's panicking. Everyone's in a worry. No way. No way. His is the strongest arm. So I'm guessing when it comes to brute strength, Dory and Broggy, Dory is the one known as the strongest arm. And then that woman's gonna regret that. Okay, I love that. The other warrior pirates are so passionate. She's gonna regret that. Love that. Love that. The other pirates are ready to fight now. Like, it's just giving them more ammunition. And now Imu cuts them off again. In exchange for a fleeting span of life, thou shalt receive an immortal body and a prodigious strength. Under Mu's dominion, thou art bound by neither logic nor reason. For the demon is the very form existence was fated to assume. Oh, this is the very form you were fated to assume. So apparently this was the logic that should have happened during that first World War when the first Nika appeared. Imu was supposed to convert everyone to the dark side, kind of like Star Wars. Convert everyone to the dark side, because this is the form that all giants were fated to be formed as. So this was Imu. So this is why when they were talking about the side that the giants side on is going to be the one that wins the battle, is going to be the most detrimental, is going to be the most needed, most important battle. Most important battle. Whoever the giant side is on is important. And now Imu is letting us know that this is how you guys were supposed to be. This is how you guys were supposed to be modeled after. So that is crazy. And then Imu begins to do an attack called Demonic Contract, forming a seal binding under or a what's that thing called, a pentagram, underneath Dory. So imagine Dory standing there and there's a giant circle underneath him after his arm just got cut off. He notices it. He looks down, he notices it, and then Imu screams out, Demonic Contract, a quarrel. She's a demon. What's she trying to do? The giants are still trying to figure out what's happening here, what's going on. And this is when Dory begins to sink into the demonic circle. And then Imu does a hand gesture declaring the attack Dark Inversion Domain, Domi Reversi, and then proceeds to flip the sealed circle on the floor, begins to turn. And Broggy's already halfway through it. So imagine a body halfway through a circle, right? So as it flips, you see Dory's body completely flipping. The bottom portion is all black flame. His body's a silhouette of black flame. And then it completely flips over. And then Dory pops out of that dark half. completely enveloped in these flames, becoming a demon ogre. The Dory, while it's flipping, is screaming, wait, no, like Dory is trying to stop it. The giant warrior pirates are all screaming, boss, wait, no. Lo and behold, from the flaming side, if you guys remember in Egghead, the way the Gorosei was coming out of the circles, flame, smoke, bellowing, all the exact same. But instead now, a ginormous demonic version of Dory appears. Teeth like tusks, ginormous. And apparently he's huge now. He went from a normal giant size, and Dory and Broggy were slightly bigger than the average giant already. I believe they were 100 meters minimum. And now, he turned into a demon. He is huge. Boss, what happened to you? Everyone panics at the sight of a Loki-sized or a Oars-sized Dory. Oars-sized Dory holding a dual-sided axe, whereas the axe of Dory has always been a one-sided front-facing axe. Now Dory is holding up a pitch-black, ginormous dual-sided battle axe. And comparatively to his cohorts, his old co-shipmates, he is towering over them the way Loki was to his brother Haruden. His face is terrifying. Did he really turn into a demon? Give us back our boss. Cheering on right now. The warrior pirates do not know what's going on. They are terrified. But Boggy, we're your comrades. You would never raise your hand against us. As Dory proceeds to launch his shipmates with one solid attack, one swing of the axe. A warrior's pride. Gaba. I feel like I can do anything. What is this sensation? So he's getting drunk in the lust, in the love of the power right now. Eyes are glowing with the fury as Saint Summers did when he first got to Egghead. The teeth, daggers, like giant saber-toothed tiger type teeth. Giant Oars Jr. Oars, teeth. Dory's down. Yeah. Men, let's go kill Jarl. So apparently in the background, the other captain of the warrior pirates, of the giant warrior pirates, was also transformed. So now we have Dory and Broggy, the size of oars, demonic wings, demonic horns, fangs, giant new weapons. Dory with Triton, and Broggy with the dual-sided axes. And then all you hear is chiefs, and behind them the other giant warrior pirates screaming, what? Huh? Thinking to their own holes as well, thinking to their own seals as well. Get transformed once again by Emu's hand. Huh? You guys too? Thud, womp. Was it because they were caught between them? That's either way. Fall back. All the giants are screaming as one by one they are being picked off. Domino, what's happening? Welcome in. Yeah! And then this, oh my god, this last panel. Hold up. Oda, this panel. Oda. A substantial amount of the new giant warrior pirates original crew has been transformed all into Oars size demon Viking giants. and they scream out, oh no, this is Emu saying. So Emu is looking upon all the other warrior pirates who he's transformed and says, not bad at all. So this is Elbap's true power. Don't razz everything. This land must be ruled. Yet let us observe but a little longer to assess their worth in battle. They kind of did a fuck up on their translation. It's not to essay, it's to assess their worth in battle. Please run, Jarl Sama. The chiefs aren't acting normal. Run! Running isn't something you tell a warrior. And Jarl got them eyes like he ready for all the smoke, baby. Jarl is here. Jarl is here and he is standing his ground. What a chapter. Does it say break next week? It does not state that there is a break next week. Oh my god, oh my god, so much to discuss, so much to discuss from last chapter to this chapter. Oda, you are cooking up a storm and I appreciate you, Papa. I appreciate you. Oda is giving us gold on gold on gold, ladies and gentlemen. Chapter 1150. Dami Reversi. Ridiculous. So now we know that Emu can convert anyone to his team and he can give you life, he can give you power by taking a portion of your lifespan without your say. You have no control over this. This is next level. This is next level. Like, how do we go on from here? How do we go on from here? What a chapter. What a chapter. I need a logic on how Luffy can create items out of nowhere. Gear 5th, his newest awakening, Daddy-o. If you're still here, Darian. Sorry for the late recall. I just wanted to finish the chapter as quickly as possible. Johnny, I don't watch it, but I caught on. Johnny boy, Maji, I appreciate you. But yes, gods and goddesses, please let me know. What do y'all think of this latest chapter? What ridiculousness we have here. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oda is definitely digging deep in that bag. What a great chapter. What a great chapter. So much to discuss. Like, I don't even know. This is amazing. Oda gave us so much information. Dory and Broggy really showing like their control, like their aim to move forward. And then to show how you could be manipulated in the turn of a dime. In the turn of a dime. Emu has some power that makes no sense right now. It is ridiculous to see. I am loving the little sneak peeks that Oda's giving us. Guys, let me know what you guys feel about the chapter. Put it all in the comments. Put it all in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know. This is the chapter. This is the chapter. The last two chapters back to back. Like, what do you say? What do you say to such magic? What do you say to such magic? Gods and goddesses, that's going to be it for me for right now. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about this latest chapter. Thank you, OP Scans, for, dropping us that little bit early. But oh my god, so much to discuss, so much moving forward. Now that we have an idea of what the powers that Emu have, or a small taste of what the powers that Emus have, where is it going to take us? How are they going to be comparable to what Luffy can do later on? So much to discuss. But let me know your thoughts. Put it all in the comments and we'll discuss it next time. Peace and blessings, everybody. I'll catch you all on the mountaintop soon. Peace.